Life got me on the high-speed chase. Going the wrong way on the one way, but I'm keeping my faith. Been counting out, looked over, from the very beginning. Stay down, never change, got acquainted to win. Hey, life got me on a high-speed chase. Going the wrong way on the one way, but I'm keeping my faith. Been counting out, looked over, from the very beginning. Stay down, never change, got acquainted to win. With all the fuckery and hate, sorrow and the grief. How you ballin' if you fallin', steady facing defeat? Shit ain't sweet where I be. It's a struggle trying to maintain. It's a job by itself trying to dodge handcuffs and the chain gang. So-called friends turn into me. They so shady like shade trees, but it's all love, B. My motto, everybody eats beef. What's my downfall? Had to come out of that hole like a groundhog. But I ain't looking for a shadow. I'm searching for a bag. Trying to get my...
Yeah, you see it in the lab live with my man Sid Jack. Boy, done deal. Live in the lab.
Yeah,
what do you think about chase dreams?
Well, what I think about chasing dreams is you dream about certain things. And dreaming is really not dreaming. You just think about it. You may think big about dreams, right? And no, you may think big about something, having something, starting something, wanting something. So, to me, what you're doing at that point is chasing. Hopefully it's successful. Whatever you chasing that dream of wanting big. Say like me. When I first started out in the barber game, I started out like everybody else in the barber game, cutting hair at home. I'm like, man, I thought that was the only thing I was gonna do. But after going to job after job after job, I went and bootlegged in the barbershop, like most barbers do, no license. So I had a homeboy come to me, Frank G, Lord rest his soul.
Man, I remember Frank.
Frank cut hair. Frank wasn't like me. I started cutting hair young. Frank learned to cut hair, but he was consistent. He used to tell me, hey man, you really cut hair. You need to go to school to do this. So I went to school, and this is just a form of me chasing dreams. So I went to school and got my license, and I was at the same barbershop and I stayed there. But it was like, man, it's not me, I want my own. So I always wanted to have my own barbershop. So I worked my ass off and went and made it happen. So that's a form of me, to me, that's my explanation of chasing dreams. I made it happen. Just like it's a lot of other things that you want, but you gotta chase that dream and you gotta hustle for it and you gotta make goals in order to make that dream happen. That's my basic, it could go further than that, but that's my basic explanation on chasing your dream. So tell me about it.
I pretty much
What's your take on it?
Almost pretty much identical. I will remove chase and say accomplish your dream.
Yeah.
Only reason why I would change that verbiage, and I'm starting to realize in life what verbiage is everything, because we're always taught chase.
Right.
But when you chase something, do you ever catch that something? You always
well, sometimes.
Yeah, because what they don't understand, even though we're sharing our stories, they understand within our dreams the reason why we have to accomplish it, because there were so many hills and mountains and valleys to climb. And when you chase something, you don't have the energy to go through the hills and the mountains and the valleys and personal or physical health or personal issues or life. And you see what I'm saying? So when you chase, accomplish. So when I say accomplish replaces chases for me, because you're having to accomplish every trial and tribulation to get to that point.
In order to get there. Okay, I'll take that. I agree with that.
Luckily, you and I know ourselves personally. We know what we have gone through to get ourselves, and we're still not done.
Right, by far.
Because in the midst of chasing, in my personal opinion, in the midst of chasing, there is going to be an end point.
So you chase. So basically, you're saying when you chase dreams, you wear yourself out.
That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah. So
and when you're telling, I'm going to accomplish it. That to me, that for me mentally, that's more of a stance. Okay, it's going to be done. And I'm speaking to existence. Versus chasing, you can run all day long. I mean, like we say, chasing money. No, I will make money. I will have money. It will come to me. But I do understand that it's not going to come easy.
I think it's more of a cliche term. I think it's more of a cliche term to chase dreams, but when you break it down like that, It makes more sense.
It makes, and it makes sense to me. I share it with you and anyone else that's out there. But just
anybody that want to listen.
Because chasing consistent. I know the chase you have to run, and when you're running, you're chasing. I got a little weight on me sitting there, man. Damn, I'm running out of breath sooner or later. Bro.
Shit, you too.
Say, man, this 245 ain't no joke.
I'm not trying to try 255. I'm not trying to go back to high school weight, but we need to get some of this.
Some of this stuff, man. The knees and toes going on, but it's just, hey, man, accomplish. Move, and I've gotten back to that point now. I'm like, okay, hey, all right, this is what we're gonna do. This is what needs to be done.
Yeah.
Keep it simple. Step back. Reanalyze. Run. Move forward. And
keep it simple. Stupid.
Keep it simple. Stupid.
Kiss.
KISS.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna have to remember that one.
Kiss.
I don't know where you got that one from.
Man, I've said it for years, especially when I was in my motivational meeting with my guys, when I was in the car industry. I had a group of 13, 14, 15 guys, or a whole entire building, about 45 guys. And I would explain to them, because if you keep it simple and you be yourself, you will accomplish it. What works for me does not necessarily mean it works for you. That's what I hate about school sometimes. I hate about training. That's how you learn. How you learn and I learn is two totally different ways. Some things we can come to agreement with on, but there's some things that you had to experience that I didn't have to experience and understand something.
I believe in mostly hands-on.
Exactly. I'm a hands-on part. And some people are about books.
Some people are about books.
When I say keep it simple, stupid, that's based on you as an individual. What's your simple format? If you're hands-on, there's no need reading this. Okay, go out there, play with it, miss some screws. I'm great at this. Go to that store, IKEA, Home Depot, or a toolbox or a table.
Yeah.
That's the leg. That's the okay. So it's gonna be 4 or 5 screws.
Hey,
Jack, it's 2 screws missing, the 3 screws in the lug nut. But guess what?
It's together.
It's dirty.
Hey, look, my wife tell me all the time, you don't believe in reading instructions, do you?
Say, man.
It's not that I can't read, but I don't want to do this shit, because this shit here make it more complicated than what it really
I'm
is.
just go A, B, C, squared all. Hey, man, wait a minute. There's some screws, 4 legs on the table. Basic fun. Kiss. Hey, man.
I might look at, this is what I do. I might look at, okay, I need 4 A screws, 4 B screws, and 4 C screws. You know what I'm talking about. And this is how I'm gonna put it together. But all this sitting up there, opening up. No, man, I'm not putting this table together. Yeah. With that being said, we're gonna take a little break. And the sponsor to Jack in the Lab. God damn it, that's this cognac. The sponsor to In the Lab Live podcast is Jack's Real Beard Care.
Jack's Real Beard Care.
I got the beard line, I got the beard conditioner, I got the beard wash, the beard oil, and the beard butter. And you throw in a beard brush, and you get it all for $40. And you get it on realbeardandbarber.com. That's realbeardandbarber.com.
Realbeardandbarber.com.
That's what I'm talking about. That's our sponsor for the show.
Yes, sir.
Jack's Real Beard Care.
Jack's Real Beard Care.
Yeah. Like
entrepreneurship.
That's, you know what?
Vision.
This is my, what I call my entrepreneur entertainment section of my podcast.
Oh, wow.
I decided to relaunch the podcast because when I started the podcast out, we was on some talking about current events. We was talking about police brutality, stuff like that, which is cool. But I didn't want to fill the show up with only that. I didn't want to pinhole the show with only those type of conversations. So I decided to highlight. I decided to come back and relaunch the show and be the host of the show and highlight entrepreneurs.
Wow,
business owners in the neighborhood, local business owners.
And that's needed.
And it's needed.
That's needed.
For you to come on here and showcase what you have going on. A lot of people, I have a list of, I'm going to be podcasting for a while now because I have a list of, 25, 30 different business owners that has reached out to me.
And support them.
Stop
and support them.
Yeah.
Support them.
Yeah.
Get out of your feelings and support them. And if I like to elaborate on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we're afraid to take the opportunities. No matter what your age is, if there's, and I've heard Steve Harvey say it a lot of times, be the best hamburger maker, be the best barber, be the best trash man, whatever that you desire to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even embarrassed to say, but I've had businesses, but the businesses that I've had did not pertain to auto industry. If you think about it, I had the car. I had the audio shop.
Mm-hmm.
I've had the construction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just now doing something I've always done, and I don't know why. I wasn't intimidated, but for some reason I procrastinated.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something we have to stop doing as entrepreneurs. Is go out there, stop procrastinating, and do it. No matter how old you are, don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the finances. Just put yourself in an environment with people that you feel as though they can assist you and move forward with it. But do understand there are some roads, there's some blockage, there's some naysayers, there's some people that you can't trust, and you're gonna have to go through that. But do not stop and move forward on it.
And number one, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail.
Expect that.
You can't have success without failure.
No, that's the teaching.
Yeah. You're gonna fail. A lot of people in which I see, and it drives me nuts. You know why? Because I talk to a lot of people day in and day out. I'm something like a damn counselor behind that barber chair, right?
Yeah, you are a counselor.
And not saying I'm not sitting up here saying I'm the most successful barber there, because I have a long way to go. But I think I have some damn good advice
from
to a lot of people.
From your experiences.
And you know what I see most of the time? They'll start something. We in the hood, everybody. But they'll start something, and if it don't go their way, the first 6 months, they throw it away and try something new. Next thing you know, you're spinning your wheels.
That goes back to from consistency.
Yeah.
You have to understand, in the midst of, it's in the Word,
Yeah.
we've been preached to his children.
Mm-hmm.
He never said it was going to be easy.
Never.
But if you keep your eyes on him and move forward through the failures, light has to seek through the tunnel. But understand through their failure, there's no different levels. Whether you bottomed out or people are supporting you, and you may, no matter what, continue moving forward.
And you know one thing, you know what else I hate? I hate when people try to put themselves on the next man's level.
What do you mean?
Back in the day, my parents used to call it the Joneses. You know what the Joneses is? Mm-hmm. The Joneses is when this person have this person have that, this person's house is like this person has a $500,000 house. Mm-hmm. So you go out there and go try to get which you may get a $500,000 house, $600,000 house, right? Mm-hmm. But now your house poor, your house broke, because you want to do what everybody else is doing. Mm-hmm. And not a lot of times, but most times, that would kill what you trying.
That's the majority of the time.
Yeah,
that's the majority of the time. Most definitely.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things. Like, and another thing I hate is when people get stuck and be comfortable. And when I say comfortable, I mean like you get comfortable where you are. But you're steady complaining that you're broke. You're steady complaining about what you don't have. You can't get comfortable where you are, which takes us back to the beginning, like following dreams, chasing dreams. You say accomplishing dreams. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I really like that. That irks me to the fullest. Like where you get comfortable where you are, and you have so much more talent.
See, sometimes they don't see their talent. You see their talent. And what I mean by say that, I've had some people in my life, family members and friends that I spoke of, but for some reason, it happens like this. And again, this is just my opinion.
Help me with that, because you know I can see talent and it upset me, bro. It's upset me, bro. Like I see talent, man. You need to do this. You so good at this. Mm-hmm. You need to move on that.
That's been our whole life in life in general.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't. So people on the outside can see the talent because of what they've experienced a lot further than the individual that has a talent. What I mean is that, like, for example, the individual that you say that's stagnant doesn't do anymore, they probably accomplished their dream.
Comfortability.
We call it comfortability
We
because
do.
we feel as though you should do better than that. But their dream was to have a house. And that was it.
And that was it. Nothing more, nothing less, no further.
Their dream was to have a Mercedes or a BMW.
They got it now.
Their dream was to have a purse or a watch.
So I'm cool with it.
And so what basically happens is, again, in my opinion,
You heard me say, damn.
yeah, I hear you. And what happens is that what, and then all of a sudden you come around, whether a friend or family member, and you've accomplished more. And because you've accomplished more, you've put new visions in front of them to where they're trying to go for it, aim for it.
And you know what? I'm not going to even say I accomplished more or that person that's trying to give the advice accomplished more. Because a damn homeless man on the street can give you advice. Whether you listen.
But why?
You tell me.
They've been there.
You'd
be surprised. Majority of them are engineers, the majority of them are lawyers. They've degreed up.
Very educated.
Yeah, very smart, very intelligent.
Yeah.
Something made them snap.
Yeah.
Something, whether a wife or husband affair, loss of a child, loss of a wife, loss of the business, multi-million companies that just failed. And they snapped, and then they just adapted. And they got to the point where they became so comfortable, they don't want the rat race.
Yeah, exactly.
And you and I just talked about that.
You know what? I think a lot of it is that they don't want the rat race, but it comes with not wanting the responsibility of life, not wanting the responsibility of, say, just responsibility. I'll just leave it at that because responsibility is such a wide range, but they don't want the responsibility, so a lot of people end up homeless. I mean, talk to me.
Okay.
Hey, talk to me.
From again, when my children were younger, and even until now, it was nothing for me to go clean out the closet. Let's go. It was nothing for me to go, okay, buy some hamburgers. Let's go. Some people have actually, and it's been a long time, and this may be something sparking back up. I would invite someone to eat with me. I mean, I would pull up and I'd be, hey, you want to eat? I'm going to go eat. You want to eat?
Yeah.
And sit down in front of them. And it's not that they don't want the responsibility. It's more than one person. It's the fact that they've been down for so long, they don't know how to get back up.
But what the part that I'm saying is they don't want. That's what made them go down. I'm speaking before they get down.
No.
Yeah.
They could be lies. Because some of them are smooth talkers. Let me tell you something.
Oh yeah, no
and they
doubt.
speak very well, very articulate.
Yeah.
I'll leave speaking one. He's passed away, but I'll speak with one gentleman that I know for a fact. Offshore, work, lots of money. His wife was everything. And when she died, he just gave up.
He lost it.
Yeah. They had no children.
Yeah.
He lost it, he just gave up. And through the years, and he wasn't even from Houston, he came to Houston. And through the years, and at that time I had live wire. I would always feed him on 59 Chip Rock. Every time I came to 59 Chip Rock, he had breakfast, he had lunch. And he taught me a lot of things he taught me KISS. He taught me a lot of things. And by seeing him, and it got to the point to where he was like, the most disgusting thing on this earth is that when I'm trying to make money for someone, they won't look me in my eye. It's okay to look me in my eye and say no, but to not to look me at all, I feel less than a human. He said, and that's to this day, you can ask my children this day, when I see some homeless guy, whether they get on my nerve or not, a bad day or not, that's still God's child, still human. I don't know their story. And sometimes I've been in my life, I was probably one check for being homeless. We both have. Yeah, so it's just that
ain't no stranger to it.
We was just strong-minded enough to keep fighting. Something in there, they lost the fight, and then it just fell completely off. Now, don't get me wrong, not all of them are like that. Some of them just ain't worth the shit to deal with.
Yeah.
But you'll find out majority of them, they just lost the fight, and when they got there, they had no idea to get back up. And then when they was able to get back up, and they thought they was able to get back up, and they fell back down again, it was like not even worth it.
I'm not finna do this no more. I'm not finna do this.
I have no bills. I'm sleeping where I'm sleeping. Somebody's gonna bring me some clothes, and I eat for free. And that's when I feel as though that, you know what, they just gave up.
Basically.
Yeah, they just gave up.
Yeah.
And some of them that are out there is just not even worth the, anyway.
Yeah.
Bad children, bad kids, whatever. But
They had a bad upbringing.
yeah, it just
They didn't have nobody to tell them. The people that was telling, they didn't. This a whole nother show, but they didn't break the cycle.
Yeah. See, we got a whole bunch of shows.
But they didn't break.
We done got the subject, Jack.
They didn't break the generational curse to get where to put into their kids. So their kids end up messed up like them, and their kids end up messed up like that. Oh man, that generational curse. Yeah. That generational curse it's a beast.
Father figures, mother figures, the whole not big mama, papaws. I mean, everything is that village. Ooh. And some of those people had the village.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some of those individuals were very successful entrepreneurs. And you being an entrepreneur, I'm being an entrepreneur, IRS, employees, the whole 9 yards, you've done it all. I mean, staffing is just, hey, becoming an entrepreneur, do you really want to become an entrepreneur? That means that you have to work twice as hard than the job that you left as hourly wage.
I wish more people knew that.
Yeah, it's not about I have this business and I have the company and I can work less hours, I can do what I want to do. No, you have to double the hours, double the work, double the stress, double the finances, double the money. Everything doubles and triples.
Speaking of that, I know you saw that post I put up on my Instagram page. I think you did. Where I said, this chick, a customer of mine, first time customer, asked me.
What do you do?
No, she didn't say what you do. She know what I did because she was in my chair. This is what I do. I cut hair. I am a barber. This is a career. This is a profession, right? This woman asked me, "Is this all you do, Jack?" Now, what do you mean? Like you don't have a job? This is the only thing you do? And I took it as the utmost ignorance because I'm like, are you serious? Like, but this is our people. You know what I mean? This is our people. And they let material things level them up mentally. Let that breathe for a minute. They let material things level them up. The Benz, the Porsche.
With ball tires. On E.
Oh my God.
Check engine light is on.
Oh my God. Oh man, you got that 2020, but them tires are bald because they still been on there since 2020.
Amen.
But then they try to sit up there and talk down on you because I got this. I got that Lexus truck. I got that G-Wagon. I'm gonna let that breathe for a second. And this is no shade and no hate. Because if you got it, you can pay for it. It's not my bill. But don't come to me asking me what else I do for a living. That's the whole point of me saying all of that. Because I am the one to congratulate. I am never the one to be like, hey man, how you get that? It's not my business. I congratulate that you have, man, that's nice. Hell, I want to get there, but I want to get there the right way.
But even the right, what's wrong with that? Well, unfortunately, I know.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
What's wrong with
probably
asking,
know the answer to the question.
Yeah, I do. But what's wrong with asking how someone got there? And my thing is why don't we share how we got there, which we're doing now? We're the only race.
Ask that question again.
What's wrong with asking how someone got there? And what's wrong with the person that got there? Tell the person how they got there.
It's nothing wrong with asking how you got there. But our people mostly have a problem with telling you how to get there.
But why? It's so much for everyone.
I think it's crab in the bucket slave mentality. And I think that shit goes on from gen to gen to gen.
I'm thinking we should be past that. We should be past that.
Thank you. Yeah.
And then there's so much individual with that much power that can actually teach all of us or teach some of us. But for some reason, we want to make sure that person is below our feet to where we don't want to give them anything.
Don't want to see us
We're so
up.
afraid that they're going to excel beyond or past us.
Don't want to see us up. Another situation I had.
Well, we got a whole bunch of things.
Another situation I had. We do. time is really not the issue because we can talk all night.
Jack, this is what we do.
But
we do this in Jack's backyard, so y'all know. This is what we just do on my backyard. We sit here trying to figure out how to better our people, how to better ourselves, how to better our family members. What seems to be the problem?
You know what? I'm going to leave that for the next show because I have another one for you. But I'm going to leave that for the next show because
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I actually had a close homeboy ask me how I was paying my notes on my vehicles. And like you said, what's wrong with it? But the way it's asked is, to me, came off as jealousy.
Why?
I don't feel like you ask a person a financial situation. I feel like you ask a person, hey, can you help me get there? But don't ask me my financial situation.
I agree.
Do that make sense?
Yeah.
Or am I tripping?
Or it's how it's said. I mean, it's like their perception is they know what you do for a living, and they feel as though you don't make enough money to.
Bingo.
Yeah, see.
Bingo.
Okay.
That's it right there.
You'll vibe it. You'll know how it's at.
That's it right there. That's how it was asked. Yeah. It wasn't, hey man, show me how to do this business. Because I'm trying to get in this business.
It wasn't that.
Like that.
Yeah.
Hey man, I ain't tripping, but I said there's gonna be another show. Hey man, I ain't tripping, but man, how you paying 2 car notes? What? I ain't tripping. How you paying 2 car notes? And then the stunner in me said, if you really want to know, I'm paying 3. Oh, God.
I'm done with you, Jack. Oh,
that was the stunner.
Hold on.
Oh, man. That was the stunner. That was the stunner in me that did it. And it was like, because I took it like, oh, so just like the question about where else you work, do you have a job? That's the way I took it. Because I think that question shouldn't have been asked. If you meant well by it, you would have said, hey man, I see you doing your thing. I want to get in that business too. How can I get up on what you got going on? Then I would have took it totally different because I've always been the motivator. I've always been the guy that say, oh man, you got to do this, this, and this. If you need the answer to the test, I got them. If you want to know how to get this insurance, I can tell you. I can shoot you to this person, this person, this person. Anybody that knows me know this is what I do.
That's us. Yeah.
You too.
That's us.
You too. You've always been like that, but that question wasn't asked like that, and I have a major problem with those type of people. This is another show. We gonna have volume 2, 3, and 4.
Oh man, we got all kinds. We bouncing around right now, it's for sure. But man,
yeah, no doubt. I'm gonna pull so many clips out of this one. People gonna be like, "Oh, I need to watch them boys." they talking the real business.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
And also understand, believe it or not, I'm just all learning this. I've always been the one to say, in business, use other people's money. But the thing is how do you get the money? There's so much money out there, and I'm just now learning. And as soon as I get to the bottom of it, I'll be able to come to my senses to where it's at. I'll most definitely come on the show and share it because, believe it or not, as an entrepreneur in business, it takes more than one. It takes a team. It takes a strong team.
Yeah, it takes a strong team.
And there's no anyone that ever, and there's just, and I'm maybe cocky by saying this, but anyone says that they did it on their own, to me, they're a freaking lie. I ain't cursed, caught myself. I use the F-bomb all the time. I said freaking lie.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at it, I'm studying it. Man, look, it's just, you need someone to brainstorm, whether it's your wife, your husband, your uncle, your father, your buddy. There's somebody you have to brainstorm with to balance all this chaos. And someone, it could be your best friend or your best friend's wife who does the research. I mean, it's team. Yeah. You may be the salesperson. That person may be the accountant. This other person may be the computer technology guys. There's something in there, bro.
And you may just be the face.
You may just be the face of it.
Of the business, the company, the empire, whatever the case may be that you're doing. You may be the face, but I guarantee you, it's 3 to 5 more people back behind you to help you build it.
Look at every movie we watch. Mm-hmm. You know how people to take a movie?
Oh yeah.
Or do a sitcom.
You watching the scene.
You watch the scene. Hold on. This is my first time. Me and Jack been talking about this. this is a nice set.
Yeah.
If anyone would have told me,
I appreciate it,
how much work, I'd have threw this shit out of here. I've been told Jack. I mean, the tables, the microphone, the light, the camera. I mean, it took Jack 45 minutes, and he was trying to go as faster. I mean, he had to be very precise. I mean, the tablecloth, the table, what you call that? The board, the microphones. Yeah. I mean, what you're seeing is, but no. And I wanted to help, but I was in the way.
And that's what I told him.
I was in the way.
He said, "Do I need you there?"
He was like, "No, still
I said, "No, we good."
So you know what I do? Yeah. I fix him a drink.
Yeah. Exactly.
But no, it takes so much work. So now he's doing it by himself right now. But eventually, Jack's gonna go to another level.
I have some help. I'm gonna get Angela Harris. Shout out to Angela Harris because a lot of times, Angela Harris.
What's up, Sister Love?
Shout out to Angela Harris for she come in here and she helped me set up stage. What you see right now, we just threw whatever.
But still, it took time.
But this takes preparation. This takes the right questions to ask, and the reason why you and I freestyling, but this takes prep. This takes time.
Yeah.
For anybody that want to get in the podcast game, it's not just setting the camera up and hey man. No, you really got to prep. You really got to think.
This right here, Jack, the spur of the moment.
You have to set a setup.
Jack was like, "No, let's just freestyle. Let's just talk. Let's just get the move going. No problem."
Yeah.
But although, just for us to not have a major topic, and just for us to have a talking conversation, it took work to get all this together. And if anyone would have told me anything different, I'm like, man, that ain't nothing. Bullshit. I mean, man, I can't. If he ever gets when he gets his full stage and his full office, it takes a lot of work. And, you think it's something simple. You think it's something that's not simple. But when you watch Family Matter, I mean, what's that? Steve Harvey. When you watch Family Feud. I mean, you see all the people in the background. You see movies. I mean, it's identically the same. Is this mic working? Is this working? Is this plugged up properly? Is this no? And anything, the same thing with business. Just because you got $1 million, you can't run a business.
Yeah.
Just because mom and daddy gave you some money, you got a lot of credit, does not mean you're going to run a business. There is some fundamental basic things that you need to acquire, and it's going to take you. It's going to take you to do the research to find out what those fundamentals are. If you don't have a foundation, the house will not stand.
And you have to have somebody to believe in what you believe in and what you are trying to accomplish. If you don't have that person to believe in you and what you're trying to accomplish, it's not, whatever you're doing, it's not going to work. Because as you grow and get bigger, you're going to have to have
when Jake said believe, I mean believe because guess what? It's not going to happen overnight.
No.
Things don't get short. Rob Peter to pay Paul, move things around.
Yep.
I don't have time to do this.
Yep.
Frustration. Look, let me tell you something. I've actually been on this journey for 1 year and 6 months. Mm-hmm. And bro, if I tell you it's been hell, see, it looks good selling the Ferrari. I don't sell Ferraris and Rolls Royces every single day.
But what I tell you, but what I tell you before, what I tell you in the beginning, I said that's the only thing we see. We see because that's how we want to see. Mm-hmm. We ain't see the Hyundai you posted
and the Honda Accord.
We ain't see the Honda Accord.
Nissan.
We ain't see the.
Oh, and Jack, I hate it, man. I would have bought. Man, I bought me a car, and you know me like, no, you're at a dealership, man. I'm over here negotiating. Can you help me out? In my mind, I'm cursing you out, but you know what? God gave me a gift. I'll help you out. But you know, I would have bought your car from you, but when I'm ready to buy me a Rolls Royce, no.
That right there.
No.
That right there.
But you had the audacity to call me in the midst. No, call me on the Nissan Maxima. Call me on the Hyundai.
But you know what? That's really shade.
But you know what? No, I disagree with you on that.
Go ahead.
Why I say that?
I call it shade, but go ahead.
Yeah. Sometimes they really and truly, they really don't know.
It's ignorant. It's ignorance. And I don't mean ignorance like like black folks say
they
ignorant.
They just don't know.
It's just ignorant.
No, I need that Honda Accord. I need that Jeep Grand Cherokee. I need that so I can become an employer, so I can build a business and have those are your average everyday vehicles. But because of my clientele base, being in the business for so many years, that are attorneys or people I sold cars to, and they didn't, you see them buying a Rolls Royce now, but I can remember when I sold them a Nissan Altima. I can remember when I sold them a Chrysler 200. And now, because they become entrepreneurs and they own businesses, whether it's in the medical field, whether it's in the food industry or whatever, they can afford to buy these things
and
now.
And this is like a thank you, Don.
Yeah.
Now I can afford.
Now I can afford this
because you helped me build it up.
Yeah, and then they sit there and say, and man, whatever it is, what it is. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna do nothing D. And then when I sell it to them, they're still. If it wasn't for you, for what you taught me or what was said, so no.
That appreciation.
It's appreciation. I'm gonna say it. And majority of the time, it ain't my people. Majority of the time, it's the other races that's buying that, and they're because of you, because of this, because of that, and then
Man, I had a new customer. They sent me through so much hell just this morning. He was new, never been here before. I don't know what it is with these new customers giving me hell lately, but he was new. Dude was sick. He had some kind of, I don't mean like COVID sick, like he had some internal issues. Every time he got in my chair, he started bending over in pain. I'm like, dude, like, what's going on? Oh, well, my doctor finna call me. I got some issues right now. Shit. I put my mask on because I'm like, I don't know what's going on with you. He wasn't coughing and all that other stuff, but he told me he had some kind of body health issues.
Okay.
He told me that when he came in the door. He says nothing but his body health issues. So whatever was going on with him, dude was bending over, black guy. Dude was bending over in pain. Just give me a couple of minutes. Well, at this point, I had to pick my mom up at 3 o'clock. And now he's done this in my chair like 3 times. We couldn't even get finished the haircut because he had been over in pain. My heart went out to him. But at the same time, you taking up my time now. Hey, brother, I pray for you. Whatever you're going through, I hope you get better. I have to be somewhere. Just give me 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes. Get out my chair and go sit on the waiting area chair. Been over in pain, and when it stopped, he come back and get my chair. He did this about 3-4 times. I don't know too many barbers that wouldn't have put his ass out.
Patience, man. Yeah.
But here's the deal. Not that I'm looking for it, but if I had came to your business and caused you inconvenience like that, you know what I would have did? Man, you know what? I know I held you up inconvenience. Here go $20 extra. Dude didn't say, man, I apologize for taking up your time. I heard you got to pick your mom up, but I'm going through this. Entitlement kills me. Because you...
Wow, yeah, okay.
Entitlement kills me. Yeah. Because you feel like I'm supposed to deal with your problems, but I don't have nothing going on. I don't have a problem right now. But as long as you had your problem taken care of for that hour that you was around me and made me late, inconvenienced me, you ain't even break me off nothing. But I guarantee you, if it hadn't been the other people, I guarantee, man, he go 50. Or they would have said, hey, man, I'm going through something right now. Go and take care of your other people. This dude held me up, and I let him held me up. And you know what? I'm going to take that back because this is another show. No, this is another show right here. I'm going to take that back. We have a bad habit in saying, man, such and such did me a certain way. When in all actuality, such and such didn't do you any kind of way. You let that person do you like that. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
You let that person do you like that. I used to have a bad habit of saying, man, such and such did me bad. He didn't even do this. He didn't even do that. And I let him come anywhere, and he didn't even. I let him do that to me. So now, just like when you first got here.
I don't believe we can control that, though, Jack.
Yeah, but you can't control your situation.
No, I understand in a certain situation, but for example, all that you did, is my opinion, and the people that know you, that's just you, Jack.
What's me?
I mean, you would go through the motions. Sympathy. Jack, you got a heart big as hell, bro.
You're right, but I'm not saying now. I did at that point, at that moment. Because see, like you say, you don't know what goes on behind the camera.
Yeah.
His mama was in here. She was elderly. Oh, wow. His sister was in here. And the sister kept saying, oh, I'm sorry. His sister was apologizing for him. My whole point of the story is everybody understood the inconvenience, but this person.
Okay, I got you.
Now you get it?
I got you.
Everybody, his sister was apologizing. Mama was sitting there like, man, he tripping. He was the one that felt entitled. Now you get where I'm coming from.
You're supposed to do this regardless of what. Yeah.
Yeah, because I booked the appointment. You're supposed to deal with it.
Yeah.
That's my point. So it didn't have nothing to do with a big heart or nothing at that point, which it did, but it didn't.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, though.
'Cause I got to put his ass out my damn
I understand. I'll have clients call me, ask me 1,000 questions, and I'm coming to you, and then all of a sudden, I see him someplace else, or they'll call me, or I see him post something. I don't say anything. I'll just say congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
But everything I suggested is actually what they did. And I'm looking for no so thank you, whatever. But my thing is, why did you not give? Why don't we give each other opportunities? Understand one thing, as an entrepreneur, whether you're a new entrepreneur or you've been in the business, whatever you're in forever, why we will not forgive if a mistake's been made. We will go to Papa Do's and have the worstest. We will go to a restaurant, period, and have the worst experience. But we will go back to that restaurant. But when it comes to businesses that's owned by us, we can have a worse experience, and we will go to everybody about the worst experience that we've had, and never come back and give us the opportunity. For example, I would use myself as an example. Mm-hmm. I am the shit. I am DoneDealDon, but I can't do everything. And even though I strive by that, it's a saying, but if it's a situation where I can't help you, I'm going to tell you I can help you, and I'm going to tell you where you need to go. And then they'll go where I tell me to go, and then they'll go to people and say, well, your boy couldn't help me, but I went over here to Shabana Motors. Well, there's a reason why you went to Shabana Motors. But I'm not going to tell you why you went to Shabana Motors. Oh, I'm not going to tell you why you went to Uncle Buddy's.
Oh,
but there's a reason.
Damn, I ain't hear the Uncle Buddy.
Yeah, but that's how deep.
Open?
But my thing is, you're gonna go tell everyone else that I could not help you, but you're not telling them their situation. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna use your example. Let's say you come in here and someone already came in here messed up. It's your first time cutting them, and you can do your best with them.
No, that happens a lot.
And all of a sudden,
that happens a lot.
They just came saying they want you to prepare and clean up what we talked about earlier, what they've already been messed up. Mm. And unfortunately, you're not going to go further back. You're not going to go back at all. You're going to leave it to where
you're going to put it right
where it's supposed to be, and it don't look right, and you're going to blend it in just enough. Mm-hmm. But then they'll go to their friends and say, man, and that customer's happy with what you've done because how they look before they got your chair. But their friends will criticize, and then they'll say, well, yes, I went over to old Jack. Man, so-and-so told me to go to old Jack. I mean, but why? Why not say, hey, I went somewhere, believe it or not, he improved it. I went better, but we're just quickly.
You know what? I'm not gonna dog everybody though, because I've had them customers like they come over to me, and man, the only thing I can do is put the line up back where it's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. It's up to you to let it grow in. You're gonna be ugly for.
Ugly phase, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to go through the ugly phase with the edge up for about a month. But I guarantee you when you're going to appreciate it. So I have them customers that appreciate that. But I also have them customers that don't want to be where it's supposed to be and want me to keep on. And I'll be like, nah, I can't do it. That's the reason why, and I'm going to flex a little bit. That's the reason why my barbershop is Jack's Real Cuts. Because I bring you back. Yeah. I don't push you back. That's always been my slogan.
That. Yeah, I've heard you've always said that.
I bring you back. I don't push you back. And I give majority of my clientele that I have over the years is because I've been cutting them from the beginning, or I brought you back to where you're supposed to be. And your haircut is where it's supposed to be.
So no matter
the same way in the car game.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
So moral of the story, as of entrepreneurship, expect all this.
Yeah.
Are you really and truly ready for entrepreneurship? Because these are some of the objections and things that you have to overcome and learn. And what I love about Jack, him and I can always bounce things, even though we're totally two different fields of work.
Oh man,
but totally you'll be surprised how we actually have the same field of work. Mm-hmm. And those are just so many things. Especially, like I said, I'm only a year and 6 months on my own in this business. Other businesses have been fine, same scenario. Jack's been doing this for years. But hey, man, in the midst of entrepreneurship, yeah, you're going to have those things you have to figure out. You're going to go those mountains and hills you have to climb, unnecessary truths. lies, deceit. So knockdown failure. So I like the fact that everyone's saying, "Oh, you can do it." No. This is what entrepreneurship means. You have to deal with clients, customers at all time, and neither one of us are the same.
No.
Every customer is different. So mentally prepare yourself. Go and do it. I hope we don't deter anyone from doing these things with that, but just some real fundamental basic stuff as of, okay, this is what entrepreneurship do. Customers, they're not always right. Period. Point blank. But respect. Just respect. Not always right.
Respect all.
What's it? Agree to disagree.
Agree, disagree. Respect all, but all is not right.
All is not right.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I've had customers curse me out.
Tell
me off.
Tell me about it.
You ain't nobody. You ain't shit.
Speak on it. Talk to him.
I'm
trying to motivate you to keep going.
Yeah, it's just you thought you knew what you was doing. You don't know nothing.
Talk to him.
Who told you was done deal done?
Absolutely.
Look like you ain't done deal shit. I mean, it's
absolutely.
Just, okay, and then you have to keep that trace face. Okay, I understand. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Bless you. If I can be of service to you, let me know. I'm sorry I failed you.
And I've done that. Just this year, I had to part ways respectfully with a couple of customers.
Yeah.
Because they don't like the way I'm doing my business now. Okay, that's fine. We can just part ways. We don't have to do business together anymore. Yeah. And that's where I'm at with life right now. I'm not arguing. It used to be a time, man, get out my shop. Man, you can leave. I don't even do that.
It's been like that forever.
I don't even do that. No, I used to.
No. The sign says we have the right to refuse service.
Absolutely.
We're not doing no different than anyone else.
These days, it's like, you know what? We don't see eye to eye. Mm-hmm. We don't have to do business anymore. Go find your other barber. Boom. Just like that.
And so the consumers that are out there doing business with entrepreneurs, save face. I mean, be kind, be respectful, and appreciate. And understand there's going to be some errors on the owner's part, and work with them. Work with them as they work with you, and so that we can become one, and we can build and become successful, and build our communities and build our companies, so that we can leave for our children and our children's children. Because even though we're saying all the complaints, but without you, we have nothing. So it's not a customer bashing. It's about entrepreneurship. We've been bouncing around everywhere, but it's about entrepreneurship. When we say failure and frustration, it's all inclusive. So some of you may be going through it, may be positive, saying, okay, I'm not the only one. I am an entrepreneur. I am a hairstylist. I am a car guy. I mean, I own a restaurant, and they do go through all this. Or I'm not by myself. No, you're not by yourself, but keep moving forward. And there's no need to argue. No need to be frustrated.
None at all.
KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Everyone, I live by that. So simple. And expect failure, expect frustration, expect chaos. Because if you expect it, then it's easy for you to deal with it.
Yep.
Period.
And my problems is not your problem. Meaning, it's so much to that meaning, it's ridiculous.
Just because you got 5 minutes, don't even know I got 5 minutes. If you got 5 minutes to do business with me, you should have brought your ass here 30 minutes ago.
Exactly. I can't do nothing for you in 5 minutes. That's not my problem that you have 5 minutes. And here we go again with the comparison in the barber game. Hey man, I know I booked an appointment for 12, but can I come at 11? Because I got to be somewhere for 12:30. No, you can't. Because I have somebody at 12. Or 11, whatever I just said. I have somebody at that time. You understand what I'm saying? People always put their problems on you and want you to create a masterpiece.
Stop it, people. Let's just stop it.
DoneDealDon in the building, man. On In the Lab live podcast, man. We sit up here, we just kind of freestyle.
That's it. We just talk.
We just freestyle, sit and sip, have good conversation. Hey, man, this is one of my favorite people. This is my brother. DoneDealDon, man. Putting dreams
in
driveways. Hey, man, tell them how to reach you, man.
Man, call me anytime. 281-841-8506. Email DoneDealDon33@yahoo.com. Facebook, DoneDealDon. Instagram, DoneDealDon. Very, very simple. DoneDealDon.
And you know what? That's how you're supposed to keep it. Keep your name the same on our platforms.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Facebook be acting the ass with me because I haven't been able to put Jack in the Lab on Facebook yet. You're going to have to teach me that. I haven't been able to put In the Lab live podcast on Facebook yet. Oh, you got to have a first and a last name. I don't know how to do that. No, like for real. Somebody that watch this show teach me how to put my Instagram names on Facebook on all platforms, Twitter and everything.
Look how sad.
Teach me.
Look how sad.
No, teach me.
No. Guess who did it?
Who did it?
Your nephew.
Oh, your son.
Come on, man.
But you know what? We got to listen to our youngsters.
Period.
We got to listen to them.
Oh, everything I've done between my daughter and my son, man, they just enlighten me. Believe it or not, I'll do a test ride with, I don't always know what they say. Mm-hmm. Like my little cartoon characters. I throw it to my daughter. That's so stupid, Dad. But people like stupid shit.
That sound right.
It's fun to me. I know I'm corny. I'm not.
Which one? What did he say was stupid?
The one where I had everybody dancing. Talking about the afro. I don't have no hair no more. I got the afro. With the done. Putting dreams in driveways. You want your car? Get rid of that rust button.
You know what's crazy?
What's that, dog?
Our kids say that shit stupid, but our people always, man, that's a bad. Keep up the good work, done. You know that's what they do. Like here they are, but. It's a good thing that you instill that in your son, where your son is willing to help you.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
And that was my other thing. I don't need your support. I need your business. That is so deep. I said thank you. I don't need your support. I need your business.
So that whole support black business is gone out the window at this point. Yeah. I need your business, not your support. I got support.
Support ain't she. I got support.
I got support.
Yeah, I need your business. Yeah, just come through. All that's to me, man. In the word, it says the word's everything. And speak to existence, man. Support. Foundation. I'm not no damn house. I need your business. In order for me to keep my house open, my business open, I need your business to feed my children, to feed your children, to give your children jobs, to give you a job. As a matter of fact, I need your business, but we're the only one. I mean, I've got a bunch of my friends. I don't mind saying Hispanic. Chinese, let me tell you, the Chinese stores, like everybody in my work, the hotels, the stores, rooms, the whole 9 yards, and they go do business with them. Mm-hmm. And I've had them tell me, hey man, the reason why you guys are not there because they were so quick to go the other way. Yeah. It's not name brand. Okay, well, allow me to become a name brand. Mm-hmm. What is a name brand? My name, DoneDealDon. I'm pushing it, DoneDealDon, and I will fail. Yeah. I know I will. I will fail you. I will fail myself, but. Still, give me the business. Give me the opportunity.
That's just like with me with this podcast. I don't care if I get 10 likes, 10 views, or 2,000. It was progress. I made progress that time. You may not like this episode. You may not like the next one, but you will like one of them.
Consistency.
It's consistency. Yeah.
DoneDealDon gonna keep coming, Jack will keep DoneDealDon, and everyone else keep until it finally hit. When it finally hit, because a lot of these podcasts I'm seeing, I watch, I'm like, man, okay, yeah, all right. Yeah. I see I've not seen that much substance besides sex, alcohol, girls, rap. I haven't seen anything. A couple of them I've seen, but majority as of entrepreneurship. We sitting there saying, okay, no, these are the pros and cons, and it's okay to have those pros and cons. If you want to do this, expect this, understand this is what's going to occur, this is what's going to happen. Yeah. But keep moving forward
and break the narrative. Yeah, break the narrative. Mm-hmm. Yeah. In the lab part, God damn it, you got me on this liquor right now.
Say, man,
back up. In the lab podcast, man.
The liquor.
Got my boy DoneDealDon to finally come through and bless me with that game, that entrepreneurship, that finance manager game, the car dealer game.
Can't miss.
Just straight up life. Man. Networking. Just straight up. Yeah. Yeah, just straight up. Straight
business, straight conversation.
Straight up, man.
Nothing difficult. Don't read no damn book. Just listen and figure out what works for you. Keep it going. Even though I do read books, but unfortunately,
I've been back on my book game.
I've been back on my book game also.
Keep it simple, stupid. Kiss it. You know what I'm talking about?
Man, you cannot go wrong with that.
Yeah.
I mean.
Life got me on the high speed chase. Going the wrong way on the one way, but I'm